Good morning, guys, and welcome to my first Train Sim World 5 video. In this video, I am going to just show you very quickly what comes in the deluxe package, as that's what I have. So this is going to have nothing else installed. It is just the deluxe package, and we're just going to have a quick tour around Train Sim World 5 with the deluxe package installed. So the difference between the packages, you get a free package, which is just open to everybody and just has the training center in and some locos, and you can go and play about on that. And that's coming out on the 17th. Your next one up is your standard package. Now, your standard package comes with the training center and 3 routes: the San Bernardino route, the West Coast Main Line, London to Milton Keynes, and the German Frankfurt to Fulda route. And then up from that, you've got your deluxe package, which has the 3 routes and the training center. But on top of that, it comes with your Pendolino, the Class 390. And it also comes with the Flixtrain Vectron, the BR193, I want to say. I think that's right. And on top of that, it comes with one of the older routes, which is the Cajon Pass route, because that adds layers to the San Bernardino line. So they've included that in the deluxe package. And on top of that, the deluxe package gives you 5 days early access, which we're already into. It's the 14th today, came out on the 12th. Anyway, let's not waffle on anymore. There is a special package as well, and the special package just has more routes, more stuff. You can go and look all this stuff up online. The special package is the special edition is a lot more expensive. I think value for money for me comes for the deluxe. So that's what I went with. Anyway, let's get the game loaded and let's have our first look around. Okay, there we go. It's come up now. Cool little intro. I like it. So when you load the game up for the first time, you're faced with this screen, which is where we get to make our profile. So, I mean, you don't get much in the way of options. But we'll start with this. I'm just going to click this guy. I'm going to give my profiler a name and just hit confirm. Then agree to sign your life away. And then you're presented with this screen. And this is where you would choose whether you're a beginner, standard, and all this does is it just takes you to a different part of the game. This takes you straight into training. This takes you to the routes, I think, and this takes you straight to the main menu. For now, I'm just going to click on standard because it'll take us to the routes so we can have a look at the routes. Now, before we do any more chatting, the very first thing I want to do is come into my settings so I can turn this menu music right down. I'll leave it on. There we go. I'll leave it on 5% so you can kind of just hear it in the background. Because it's quite loud, the menu music in these games. Let's go to the home screen. So here we are in Train Sim World 5, the Deluxe Edition. We've just created our profile up here. If you connect it to Dovetail, you can create a Dovetail account and it just connects to that. You don't have to do that, but you can. Here we have the training center. This is where we go to learn everything we want. We've got all sorts of tutorials. So let's go back up. If we come into the tutorials, we've got tutorials that you go through, your basics, how you do all these things. And there are way more tutorials in Train Sim World 5 than there were in Train Sim World 4. And I've got to say, I played through a few of these tutorials, and they're far better than they've ever been in the past. There's a lot more information in them. And talking about more information, we also have all this information on... I haven't been through any of this yet, but if you like to drive on the UK routes, you've got all the information you could need on ground signals, everything you need. It's all here for you. 2, 3... Yeah, all the information is here for you. You're going to have to spend some time, and I am, looking through it all and seeing what you need to learn, what you don't. Right. Do you know what I am going to do is I'm just going to turn this off because it's quite distracting in the background whilst I'm trying to speak, and I've got that playing in the background. Right. So that's your training center. You've got your tutorials that you go through here, learning all the basics. You'll learn how to move trains, you'll learn how to drive trains, you'll learn all sorts of different things like camera controls and changing ends, starting up trains, and everything you need. It's all in here. And what you can't find in these little live tutorials, you can find in your train operations. Then here, gameplay. This, I'm not sure what this is. Okay, so guard mode, whilst it's not completely new to Train Sim World 5, it's a far bigger feature in Train Sim World 5, where you can play as the guard on trains, and there's a lot you can do. There's lots of routes, especially on the new routes, the 3 new routes. And how to use free roam. I don't know if these were in Train Sim World 4 or not. That probably definitely wasn't. But whether this was, I'm not sure. But very handy. Very nice to have them. And then your creative tools. Tutorials for creative features. So this is your tutorials on how to use your formation designer, your livery designer, and your scenario planner. Because you can make your own scenarios up, and yeah, it's all there for you. Right, let's now have a very quick look. Let's go back to the home page. Let's look at in the Deluxe Edition, what locomotives do we actually get? The best place to find that would probably be in here. Here we go. So these are all our locomotives that we get. Some of these come standard, like these came with the Cajon Pass. The Flix train, this is your extra that we got for the deluxe package. Along with the Pendolino here as well. So these 3 here are your West Coast mainline locos. You'll see this on it as well. This is your German locos here, along with these guys down here. This is your Class 66 that you'll find on the UK routes as well. These 3 down here are your American trains, for the San Bernardino line. And this Flix train is also German. You'll drive this, the Vectron on the Frankfurt Fulda route. And you can do tutorials on all these trains. Now, lastly, Let's go and have a look at the routes very quickly. So if you go to the trains and then to the routes, here are, well, the 5 routes, but really it's 4 routes and a training centre. So you've got your training centre. That's basic. You can explore the training centre and treat it like a route. You can, I believe, even make up scenarios and stuff in it. So it is technically a route. It's just an incredibly small one. Then you've got your 3 routes that came with Train Sim World 5. The 3 brand new routes, which is your West Coast Main Line, British route, your San Bernardino American route, and your German Frankfurt to Fulda route. And along with these 3 routes, as I already mentioned, you get the Cajon Pass, which again is in USA, and it layers on to the San Bernardino route. And what layering means is basically the more routes you have installed and the more locos you have installed, the more layers and the busier certain routes will be and get, and the more on these routes you can do, especially with the new route hopping feature that I haven't tried yet in Train Sim World 5. But obviously you need to buy more routes to add all these layers. So it's just watching out for the sales and things like that. But this is basically what you get with Train Sim World 5, the deluxe package. There's no more to it than that. I just wanted to make this very quick video simply because I'd been asked a couple of times if, because I was asked by a couple of subscribers that said that they often see people playing Train Sim World 5 on YouTube, but they have all these locomotives and all these routes. If I buy just the deluxe edition, what am I going to get? And this is it. This is what you get. I'm not going to drive any routes just now. I'm not going to do any of the training just now. I will do that in future videos. I hope you found this a little bit helpful. And I'm going to leave it at that. I will be releasing lots more content on Train Sim World 5. I've been very much looking forward to it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one.